This content is for informational purposes only. You should not construe any such information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Nothing contained on here constitutes a solicitation, recommendation, endorsement, or offer by Draper Goren Holm or any third-party service provider to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments whatsoever.
Hey everyone, it is me. We are here. Joseph is here too. Say hi, Joseph.
Hey, what's up?
Boom, boom, boom. We're recording.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
I am recording this on the computer now.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Boom. All right. It says it's recording. Boom, 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 boom. I am apparently recording.
The entire bottle of control. They're all exactly the same.
Crypto art, and then what it really is an NFT.
Wow. Eddie wants to slap the bag.
So this is the next best thing.
DeFi is going to be a bubble.
It's provably scarce.
With Mad Dog.
Crypto, gold, and silver.
Transparent substance.
Take my money, start a war with it.
Without further ado.
Cheers to you, brother.
Get shit done.
Because the system has to collapse before that.
Cheers. I feel much better now.
Cheers.
Wow, that was heavy.
Hello. Welcome to Blockchain and Booze. We're 119, I think. It's been crazy in the crypto space. Really quickly, for everyone joining us on one of the streams, there's a lot more of you on the streams. So if you want to hang out where you can hang with the rest of the community, go to meet.blockchainbooze.io. You can comment and ask questions, and I'll ask our guests the questions and all that fun stuff. But welcome. I'm stoked to have Jason and Wendy with me back again today. It's been absolutely bonkers. So we're going to start by asking Wendy what happened.
Boom.
Yeah, everything blew up.
Can you add that to the intro? Boom.
Yeah, we gotta add. You know what? We should have that. We should start putting in a boom from the guests in between all mine. Although we really need to cut that down into like 30 seconds and not like 3 minutes of booms.
It's funny and so entertaining.
It's crazy. So, but actually, you know, we should stop before we start talking about stuff. It's been a moment since Wendy and Jason have been on. Wendy, why don't you start first and just give everyone your background and all that fun stuff. Yes, I'm still doing a bad Mr. Stash cosplay, everyone. I'm watching the chat.
If you guys don't know who I am Crypto Wendy-O. I'm a mom. I do like crypto and NFT stuff on YouTube and TikTok, and Twitter is just mostly for fun. But we also have a really, really, really cool free newsletter, like really, really good, that my team just kicks butt at. But yeah, I just talk about stuff on the internet, crypto, Bitcoin, NFTs. I may or may not trade a little bit also. But yeah, I'm just here vibing. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And Wendy is being modest. She's an OG, been in the crypto space for a long time. We're part of today's topic will be we're announcing the 9th LA Blockchain Summit. I think you've been to most of the ones, if not all of them, that were in person. Same with you, Jason. But Jason, give everyone your background.
Oh man, I've been in the space since 2016. Having fun teaching people about crypto. I kind of disappeared for a minute, but was always here. Been really big in the Bored Ape community, and the NFTs, and been blowing up Jason the Ape and having a blast. I got Alon into the Bored Ape community. I brought a lot of people into the Bored Ape community, and really proud to be part of that experience. Looking forward to just kind of sharing more insight to NFTs because that's oddly my passion, and I didn't know it was until it just kind of fell on my lap.
Yeah, there's one of the guys in there, the community, and we got timed also. Yeah, Jason Punk Ape Strong and Wendy O. What's up, Big Hands Dan?
Also, real quick, I hope you guys enjoyed that Decentraland wearable that we sent out to all the Boeing stoners. We got another
Yeah.
airdrop coming out on Thursday to celebrate Ape Fest and NFT NYC, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, by the way, that's I think that might be the picture I sent you of myself wearing your suit. That's at my kids made a Decentraland gallery for their low quality facts, and that's one of the low quality facts.
I love it.
Right behind you. But okay, so the main reason why I had you guys, aside from the fact that I love you guys and you're awesome, is that selfishly, I wanted to hang with you guys and ask you for ideas and just what would make, shit. Brian said, I love it. That means you take another drink. We have LA Blockchain Summit, the 9th one. It's not exactly, Miss Teen Crypto is here. Oh, what's up?
Love Miss Teen Crypto. She's freaking awesome. Literally the nicest person in the space.
She's the best. We had her join us at Security Token Summit in New York a few weeks ago. Well, I don't know, a month ago now, a few weeks ago. Yeah, and we're definitely 100% going to make sure she joins us in LA. She killed it. She hustles around and gets shit done. I'm now laughing at Pravi. Get into the actual chat. What are you doing? On YouTube. Okay, so the LA Blockchain Summit. We're number 9 this year. It's kind of cheating on the numbering system because there was a couple years in a row where we did 2 a year, I think. But I think that still means we've done it for like 7 years, which is kind of insane. I don't even know how that makes sense.
Math is fun.
I'm kind of confused. It's crypto is
leap year.
Dog year. So I think that means we've done 49 years worth of blockchain.
69 years. 69.420%.
That's right. We've got we've got the king of 420, Jason the ape right here. So
honestly, just real quick, little alpha for everyone. I have a Boring Stone Jason the Ape bong that we will be releasing at some point in the future. It's a one of one. It has my ape etched into it, and we're going to be dropping that to someone in our community.
You know that my kids look at my NFTs, and when they see that one of the characters or something is smoking, they get really mad at me. They're like, "Get rid of that one right now." It's kind of awesome.
You've got good kids.
I know. I'm proud. It's good. But okay, so going back to my selfish reason for having you guys on is you're 2 of my good friends who have been to the summits. And so I was going to ask you guys to give me some ideas and goof around and things like that. But I wanted to start with a quick question on the summit, but then let's get into the crazy markets and talk about everything else too. But what's been your guys' favorite part? Because you guys are both LA natives. I know, Jason, you're in San Diego now.
Born and bred.
That's right. So we're LA, Southern California people. It's awesome to have an event in our own town and sort of a blockchain week and all sorts of craziness that happens around it. What's been your guys' favorite part of LA, having the event in LA?
My events. My mini events.
Your events, your side events, the meetups, the hangouts.
Yeah, the reason why is because you guys have always been super supportive of them. And it's like, my whole thing is I've done over 4 dozen free crypto meetups in LA County, like all across LA County. I've done some in Chicago, I think New York, Toronto, like all over the place. But mostly, yeah, we need to get Miss Teen Crypto Tacos and In-N-Out. But you
may not have seen the next one.
My events are just super special because they're free. Like, I understand like the conferences and stuff, because you guys are renting something out. Like, you guys have to have like you guys need to make a little money. That's why you charge. But that's why I've always been so thankful that you guys have always supported me. And like, yeah, Wendy, we'll like shout you out. You could shout us out. You could do your free hour meetups, like whatever, and I think it's just a really cool thing because I've had a lot of conferences that have said, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid because we want to make sure, because my meetups, I've never charged for them. and I find sponsors and stuff, but we want to make sure people that don't have funds to participate in the conferences, that they still do have some sort of access to network or do whatever. And it's just like a really cool thing, I think, that, you know, we should do, because you don't, like, you honestly, and I know Alon, I know Jason, you guys can kind of attest to this, but in LA, we are so freaking diverse. We are so diverse. We are so unique. We have people from all different backgrounds. Like, you could literally go to a neighborhood, like, doesn't matter if it's a poor neighborhood or rich neighborhood, whatever, and there's literally people that live on that street from every different culture and background. And it's like, that's just how we are in LA. And on top of it too, like, if you actually take a little bit of time and talk to somebody from LA, like, and listen to them, you might, like, people have got crazy stories because there's so many transplants here. And I just think it's like, it's just a real, like, meetups, especially the small, you know, small little ones at breweries. It's just a fun way for people to get together and chat and network and learn from each other. And I feel like that's why we're all in cryptos, because we all want to help people improve their quality of lives and improve our quality of lives, you know, at whatever rate suits us.
Love it. I think one of the things that I'll comment on that is, like, when we do, what's really funny is, like, I think we have a different idea of what's supposed to happen at an event, because we kind of found a way. Well, we were doing them so early that there was like zero chance of making money at the beginning. Like, it was like punishment to put on an event.
Yeah.
And so we didn't start with like, this event is going to be our full-time job, or this event is how I'm going to pay my mortgage. So for us, it was like, let's just make sure the events don't lose us too much money. And we would always find ways to, you know, like, I can guarantee you that there's going to be free tickets that we give Wendy to give away on her show, right?
Of course.
I guarantee you that there's going to be free tickets that, like, Boring Stone holders will be able to get, and things like that. And when we do our event, for us, it's just about growing the community and then meeting so many, you know, meeting the best entrepreneurs in the space, because my day job is to try to invest in them, right? So I want to know what they're doing before anyone else does. That's like, for me, the event kind of gives me a little bit of that superpower. And so for me, that's my selfish reason for doing the event. But otherwise, we want it to be an LA blockchain week. We want people to do side events. We want people, because we want more excuses for people to travel in from out of town. And then when we talk about tickets, you know, I don't want to give any certain person shit or anything, so I'm not going to name any names, but I get people who message me going like, why the hell did this event turn off their like admission tickets and then put new admission tickets on for like $3,000, and like, it's at the convention center, it's at this place, like, it's just too crazy. And so we have tickets up right now and they're $100. And
that's reasonable.
Again, there's going to be ways to get free tickets too, but the tickets are $100. And you don't have, you know, don't wait for the free tickets if you can afford it, because then tickets will go up to $250 or something like that, or $300 will be the top, maybe 500 at most last minute. I don't even know. To be honest, I don't know, but we'll figure it out as we go. But like, I want people to be able to come, and if you can't afford it and you want it, you give love to the community in some other way, hit me up. We'll figure it out.
Or reach out to me too, like, honestly. And even if, like, big shout out to you guys for YouTube, but any event, like, if you go to my website and you see I am attending an event and you legitimately cannot afford a ticket, or you're an underdog, you're somebody who's just coming up, you're learning, reach out to me, because I will put pressure on the conference organizers and be, give me tickets.
They should. Well, that's the thing too. Like, when I go to an event and I'm asked to go and they go, hey, can we talk about on blockchain and booze, or can we do that? I go like, sure. Yeah. You're going to give something to the community. Mm-hmm. And if they're cool, they say yes. And if they're not, they usually don't respond. And then I know the answer. Right. And that's cool too. That if they want to do their thing, it's their thing. But I don't know. I think of this as like oh, what up, Reaper? Reaper's in the chat.
Reaper. Just real quick, let me throw this thought out there real quick. Is that I met both of you guys in a similar range of time, right? Through the understanding of just a normal person wanting to understand crypto. I started a YouTube channel. It was me, like a few people followed me, my mom and my best friend kind of thing, right? But I was able to reach out to Alon, and I hit you up and I was like, hey, can I get a media pass? I was that bold with like 100 followers to pretend that I was media, right?
You were media. That's crypto.
And that's the thing is, it is. But and the reason I want people to know that is because even with 100 followers, that's a reach, right? And it doesn't, you don't know where that evolves to many years later. Now, Alon and I are project founders in an NFT project. I never thought that would happen when I sent him hey, can I get a media pass to your conference? Because I want to show up. capture some content and show your conference in the best light possible that I can curate, right? Most conference organizers aren't going to be mad if you do that. And you're like, hey, I want to cut a video and make you guys look dope. Can I come for free? Offer them something, right? And to Wendy's point, like, I remember meeting you for the first time at a beer garden in LA somewhere with Stash. And I was so nervous to meet everyone because I'm like, these are YouTubers that I talk to, but I don't know them, you know? All of a sudden, I'm talking with this random family. And an hour later, I never really engaged with Wendy or Stash, but I met all these other side people that I didn't anticipate popping into my reality. And all of a sudden, you have these great conversations. So that's the benefit of showing up to these free meetups. It might not be to engage with the main person you see, but there's all these amazing other people that show up. And so that's why I'm looking forward to like NYC NFT. I'm going to dye my hair pink tomorrow to match my ape. So if you see me in New York and I'm bright red like I am now because I'm consuming liquor and my hair is going to be pink, so you'll see me. Come say what's up, you know, and we'll engage, and it'll be part of the experience of growing as an NFT and crypto community.
I think that's the thing I'm missing, because I think I've been having a lot of fun online with everyone, right? And I do blockchain booze every Tuesday. We jump to the tables. I get to say hi to people, whatever. But the last couple of weeks I went on that trip, or not the last couple of weeks, I've been back a few weeks now, but I went on that trip. We went to New York, went to San Francisco, went to Minneapolis for VCon. I saw so many friends in real life again. And what's crazy is that just got me so pumped for LA Blockchain Summit, because I think there's so many things that are happening and the space is growing like crazy. And I think I'm just more comfortable in all of the craziness too. So I know we're going to do all sorts of weird shit in between and during and in the evenings. And like, there's so many fun things that are going to happen. And by the way, I was gonna pull things like this up. Like when I said shout out to Reaper. Reaper is the guy who drew the full body versions of all of these, by the way. Oh, there's Coda. But this is Reaper's art, so that's the legend that's in the chat right now. Although it's covering up.
Wendy. I should have him do a full. I have a mutant ape. I should have him do a full body.
Well, you got to name your mutant and give him or her a backstory, and then we have to put Reaper in a headlock and ask him to do it.
I should probably because I got into the Bored Ape stuff like super late because I was so busy doing other things, and you know. Like I've always loved NFTs, but I love NFTs for artists and for musicians and for filmmakers and content create like that type of stuff. But like obviously, like I'll trade this stuff. But I bought the mutant apes when the floor was super low, and I flipped it. And whatever one I have left, it's my moon bag. So maybe I'll call her Moon. Well, it's a boy, but I don't know. It's got cheetah on it, so maybe Mooney. I don't know. I have to see.
Mooney. Yeah. That's a good name. That could be a dude's name too. It could be it can go both ways. That's cool.
Yeah.
I sold a mutant last night while we were sleeping just to make sure I could secure a little ether. And you know, this is the beauty of it, as I minted multiple mutants for 3 ether. So yeah, I didn't sell at the 40 peak, but I feel comfortable understanding. And this is something important for a lot of people. When you see these chats saying like, I lost $1 million. No. That's unrealized gains. It's what you enter with and what you exit with that really is the most important, right? So I entered this mutant with 3 ether. I'm leaving with 18.5. I feel good with that. A lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of chats. I got so many texts, and this is to your point earlier with the market collapsing in front of our eyes. I've had so many messages just asking me if I was okay. So first off, shout out to everyone in the community who is thoughtful in that sense, right? Like they're like, this is some real shit. People are losing a lot of their sanity right now, you know? So put some money aside if you can, with either selling some crypto or NFTs, and make sure you have enough to breathe for the next few years if you're that deep into it, like a lot of us are.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I did. Like I knew we were going to have a bear market. I knew it was going to be bad. And I was screaming at people on TikTok about it. And they're like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I posted a video September 20th.
How dare you say a negative thing?
I didn't say anything negative. I just said consider taking because we scream about profit taking, risk management, using disposable income. If you're going to put anything on a centralized exchange for APY, like farming, staking, make sure it's moon bags. Like we talk about that moon bags when you remove your profit and you move your initial investment, you know. So I posted a video. It was my most watched YouTube video, got 737,000 views, and it was a YouTube short, 60 seconds. And I basically said why I'm selling 60% of my crypto. I posted it September 21st or 25th. I posted on TikTok prior to that. And the comments, oh my God. Like, and like, yeah, we were still trading like 40,000, but listen, if you're watching this, you're not going to catch the top. You're not going to sell your NFT at the top. You're not going to sell your crypto at the top. Like the chances of you doing that, it could happen, but very, very, very rare. The comments, we go through and we clean them. Insane. Yeah, absolutely insane.
If you're a content creator, how do you deal with the comments? Because I was recently on a piece for The Guardian talking about my NFT experience, and I read the comments, and oh my God,
that's a bad idea.
You don't like for YouTube, I have somebody that cleans them for me because the stuff that they say is really, sometimes it's really derogatory.
It's
and
triggering
really,
a little bit. Yeah.
So I've got and the TikTok, I do have to go through them because I don't have anyone running my account yet, but I have, unfortunately with like TikTok and YouTube, because there's so many scammers. And like, when I say scammers, I'm talking about people impersonating me or impersonating whoever, like reach out to my WhatsApp, my trading group, my mining group, like whatever that stuff is. So I have to have certain keywords, every single digit has to be in the filter system. And so it catches a lot of the really bad stuff. But I do, like, if a video goes viral, I don't check the comments in that section. But if the video doesn't go viral, then I do, just so, because I want to, I like to interact with my audience. But I see such like really like gross stuff, like even like things that aren't even real, like true. I'm just like, oh my God. So I have to see all that. It sucks. But it's at the end of the day, it is what it is. And sometimes when you're dealing with hurt people, they whatever.
But but the thing that's crazy to me is I was looking at something with Jason not that long ago, and there's a whole group of people in the non-crypto audience that, like, if crypto is mentioned to them, they have to go hardcore anti and be so negative and so insane. Like when like a mainstream brand does something in the crypto space or mentions an NFT or anything, they get so much crazy like hate. I don't understand like where it even comes from. Like it's really wild.
That's so weird. Like I don't understand why, like you would like, to me that's really bizarre, because you would feel like, I think I know what group you're talking about, but I feel like you would feel like that particular group would be like F the Fed, like F anarchy, like that type of stuff. So it's weird to me because that's what crypto is supposed to embody.
Yeah, it's, I saw it once with my kids. My kids were like, Abba, they came in the room and they were like pretending like they weren't sneaking the Roblox in the other room, even though I know they were. And they were like, we remember this thing from the weekend that one of our Roblox games did an NFT. You should check them out. And my son was like, you should have them on Blockchain and Booze. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go on Twitter and find them. And I went to that particular developer of the Roblox game, and they had a tweet announcing their NFT thing they did. They like did an experiment. Like if you buy an NFT, you get some super special Robloxy thing. I don't know, like a unicorn with wings or something, whatever. And it gives you superpowers. And the comments were like a cross between a bunch of people saying this is stupid, whatever, and then parents going like, I can't believe you're going to indoctrinate our children into this horrible thing that's bad for the environment, that's going to teach them to be, evil. And like, it was nuts.
Okay, so this is the thing. The environment argument I can get kind of sort of, but it's still the same people that are literally using their cell phones, that are literally on computers, that drive cars, that are probably throwing McDonald's out their window. And don't get me started about those people. If you're one of those people in LA County and I see you throwing trash out your window, expect for me to honk at you and maybe flip you the bird. Don't destroy my city, okay? Yeah. But why, what do they mean? Like why is it bad? Can you like
Bitcoin is evil because it's why? Not US dollar and USA freedom guns.
But is it?
There's just a lot of opposition to whatever they don't like, right? Like for the G Fuel project that I had coming out, the entirety of it being shut down was purely because a few people that were sponsored by that company didn't like the idea of NFTs. And all they could do was have this echo chamber of like what sort of energy burn it was while they were using devices, streaming devices, audiences using devices to capture their attention. And it just kind of baffles my mind where you're like, okay, a lot of this anxiety, this energy it's nothing more than just a frustrated echo chamber, really, at the end of the day. So I love seeing people who are creating content with individual thoughts and opinions and not just kind of saying what everyone else is.
Yeah, I've had conversations. So I follow a bunch of environmentalists. Like I'm into that shit. And I literally saw this one climate change dude just ripped crypto apart, and he didn't differentiate one thing from another. He didn't say, I'm against proof of work mining, or I'm for this or for that. He just straight up was like, crypto is evil, and started saying things. And I responded to him, and I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, I absolutely know what I'm talking about. And then he linked to an article that the only thing he agreed with is the headline. But if he would have read the article, and this is like an environmentalist dude that has millions of followers that everyone thinks is like the guy.
Yikes. See, humans like to act like the environment thing I get, because like I'm the type, like, again, I don't like people that litter, drive me cuckoo. I don't like littering. I try not to use a whole bunch of water. Like I try to reserve resources and stuff like that. So I totally get it. But I just not understanding like why it's such a big issue when they're doing things themselves that are not necessarily like they act like they live clean. Like everybody likes to act like they live clean, and they don't.
I mean, it would be awesome if they ran campaigns. Like if any of these people ran campaigns to try to make American Express or MasterCard or Visa more environmentally friendly, I would be like, you know what? You're totally right. Like if you're across the board treating everyone the same way, I'm totally good with that. But you're on one side saying that banks and large governments and financial institutions are treating poor people badly. And then on the same time, you're saying Bitcoin and crypto is evil and bad for the environment, but you're not comparing the two and going like, wait a second, how are we going to fix this problem, right? Like, how are we actually going to fix this problem? And crypto is much closer to fixing all the problems that environmentalists care about than any of the banks are trying to do, right? Like it's pretty insane. Like who makes more money off of evil corporations and people are treating the environment badly and war profiteering than the world's major banks? There's no one else, right? So it drives me absolutely bonkers. But hold on, hey everyone, by the way, I'm going to throw out to everyone before we keep going down this rabbit hole. If you're watching on one of the streams, go to meet.blockchainbooze.io. I'm watching the chat there, but throw questions in the QA. I'm watching, BB Studios and David, everybody else talk in there. But if you got questions for Wendy and Jason, jump into the QA and throw it there and upvote the ones you like better, because then makes me not have to read as much.
Wendy, will you be going to New York this weekend? All
right, so there's a thing that happened.
Okay. Oh, what happened?
All right, because I have my 5-year-old, and I don't like to be away from her. And the only time I like to bring her to conferences is if her dad comes, because I can't be mommy and I can't be Wendy at this. I can, but I can't give my audience and people who want to hang out, meet to me, pitch to me, I can't give them the attention they need because my baby comes first. So I'm trying to only do one conference or like be gone 1 week out of the month. So I did Consensus because I'm with CoinDesk now, and I'm with the Hash podcast. So we did that show 3 times live, and then I did CentralCon because I was speaking. So I'm just like, I'm not going to go. And then all my friends, all my NFT friends, like, when do you have to go? You have to go. Like all the Lazy Lion guys, like J Chains, like all my friends, like, you have to go. And I'm like, ugh. And then all my girlfriends are there too. So literally everybody I know, like all my friends are there. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to go. But then I just got an email today from a company. They're like, we'll send you out. We want you to speak at our event. We'll cover travel and hotel. I'm like, oh. So if that goes through, then I'm going to go.
It's really hard. I mean, like I was just gone, like I said, for 2 weeks. So I skipped Consensus. I'm skipping NYC. And I'm just our events, for example, mean that I'm at least 3-4 weeks of the year not home just for those events. So it's a little crazy. I'm sure I'm going to get FOMO watching Jason and everyone else at NYC, but we'll see.
I promise you guys, I will be at the coolest places that I can possibly weasel my way into.
What do I?
By the way, go ahead.
When do I have to claim my 8 Fest ticket? Like, is there some time I have to claim by?
Oh, if you didn't do it already, you don't get it.
Okay, I didn't.
You're gonna start calling people to be their +1s.
Yeah, like
Franklin, where are you? I'm just kidding.
Oh shit, I'm sure Franklin will hook it up. Yeah, that was like a very quick window. It was like a 2-day window, and that was it.
I miss all this stuff. However, I did. One of the things I didn't miss is because I had the 2 apes or the 2 mutant apes. So I got the airdrop for the ape coin. And then I forgot to KYC for the land sale or whatever, but I was able to actually get some land airdrop to me because they had posted, they gave a quick window. And so I did, and I got some land. It was actually really, I forget what piece there's a couple rare traits to what I have, but I was super excited.
If anyone listening right now hasn't claimed their ape token, today is actually the last day to do so.
Oh shit.
So make sure you do that today.
Thank you.
The window may be over already, but I know today was the final day.
Okay. I just can't keep up, and I don't like to be in the Discords because I don't like using my Anon account. It's just, I'm just
well,
lazy.
and that's another reason why Boring Stone, actually, our project, shut down our Discord, was we wanted to give a central focal point of information, which is our Twitter account now. There's a lot of people who go in and find opportunities to take advantage of people. We didn't want to offer that. So now only our social media team right now is who you communicate with. That's on purpose. And so for everyone who's kind of wondering why, we've been getting a lot of messages at Boring Stone wondering, hey, our Discord links aren't working.
Dude, I think
no, that's on purpose.
Punk Ape Strong's song was pretty clear about what he thinks about.
That was a badass song.
What he thinks about Discord. But you know what? That's my problem too, is there's too many things, right? And then like I'll get a note from someone, be like, did you jump into the Fame Lady Discord and do the XYZ? And I'm like, I didn't even know that was happening. Like, and because I don't live in the Discords and it's so much noise and it's really hard. So I like, for me, Twitter is the central place for all the things, but you miss stuff.
Really, at the end of the day, there's just too much opportunity for making a mistake with having to go to these extra places. So we're kind of trying to minimize that. And with looking forward to what Web3 can be, Twitter's not our future. It's just our current location for communication. What do you guys look baffled by? You both look like stunned by
something. I'm trying to read comments at the same time.
I was looking at my I'm looking at my ADA NFT wallet, and somebody was supposed to send me something and I don't see anything.
All I thought for a quick second was the market collapsed. Oh my god.
Oh, no,
it's worse. It's worse.
No, dude, can I speak on the market really quick?
Please do.
Yeah, you know what? There's a question for you about the market, but you go first. Talk about the market first.
I'm gonna just be very blunt. There's a whole bunch of fucking manipulation happening. It's literally on some bullshit. Like the stuff that I'm seeing, like I'm reading threads. I'm looking at people's the blockchain analytics. I'm looking at transactions. I'm just like, I love DeFi, but DeFi has caused a lot of issues in the market, a lot of issues, because it's like, and it's not because it's unregulated. So I don't want people to get confused and be like, oh, well, it's because it's not regulated. No, because people with money do shady shit in traditional finance, and they don't get caught. But with blockchain, you can actually catch it. So like the stuff with Celsius, the stuff with these VCs, with these investors, with these whales, with Terra Luna, I feel like Do Kwon was literally like a bad dude. Like that's, and I don't care who hears it. Like just what I'm reading and seeing, I understand why he was calling people poor on Twitter. It was like a very popular marketing tactic. Some of the larger OGs were doing. That's their business. I don't fuck with that. I just not something I'm interested in. However, if you do say something negative about me or my family, I'm petty, so I will come for you. But I won't just randomly say like stuff like that because it's not cool. But me, it's like it's literally like a whole lot of manipulation. Like I was calling for a bear, like we were in a bear cycle, that's fine. And I figured that we were going to have like a little, a drop, consolidated action, very similar to what we saw last year. But the price action that we're seeing, it's not normal. Like it's literally not normal. And people are like dumping, they're scared. All these liquidity pools, this farming and staking, it's just getting to be really, really gnarly. Like, and I know that everybody's watching Michael Saylor's and Celsius's liquidation prices. And I'm just like,
I don't know. So I will say that from the last craziness, the last 2017-18 craziness, I remember joking that like at 2 a.m, I'd get a bug up my butt and I'm buying some ETH or whatever I bought back then. And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm a fucking genius. And then I drive to Santa Monica, which I would do back then. And it was like an 1.5 hour long drive because of traffic in LA and whatever. And I get to work and I'm an idiot. And by the time I leave work, I'm a genius again. And by the time I get home, I'm an idiot again. And like, if you're watching, it was like the swings were like 20% from 1 hour to another, like, because when things were way early. And I just learned very early that I'm a dude that holds long-term. I buy something and I hold on. And if I try to do this FOMO trading, whatever stuff, I suck at it. And so I just stopped doing it. I just stopped doing it. And this time around, it doesn't affect me nearly as much as back then because like, I'm good. I'm very happy with the amount of Bitcoin and ETH and Tezos I have and whatever I have. And I'm just going to hold that for a very, very long time. And I think all those things will be around.
The number one play for anyone new in this space is to hold an asset longer than you want to trade it. Because every time my friends overtrade, they lose money, fees, all that kind of BS, right? Like if I would have held half of my assets, I'd be a multimillionaire at the highest level right now if I would have just held everything I did from 2016.
So the only gripe I have about that is this is the thing. Like we can sit there and we can say that as like if I would have held or if I would have did this, but me, I am very much, I like to de-risk. Like you don't have to be a trader to de-risk, and all de-risking is taking profits. That's all. Like it's just, I'm not saying sell all your bag. I'm not saying like to be like sitting in front of the charts, blah, blah, blah. But before you get into something, have a trading or investing plan. Decide, do I want to be an investor or do I want to be a trader? Once you decide that, okay, great. I want to be an investor. Well, great. But you still need to have a bullish investing plan or a bearish investing plan. And you need to understand, where am I taking profit? Why am I taking profit? Why am I not taking profit? How long do I want to hold? Do I want to hold 90% down? Do I want to hold 80%, 50%? Like you do have to figure those things out, because a lot of people here, I'm just going to diamond hand. And this is not a slam or jab at anybody, but I just have to say it for me because I say this on all my socials. But if you don't have because Alon, you invest in you do the VC thing, right?
Yeah, I do mostly startups. So for that, I don't have a choice. I'm waiting 10 years.
Right. But
win or I lose.
But you still have a plan.
100%.
You don't go in and say,
with my own personal stuff, I'm very undisciplined. That's why I don't do the trading.
Okay, but what I'm saying is like, as a VC, you look and you say, you know what, we like you, but you have a plan, you have contracts, you have a stipulation, like contract, but you're just not saying, oh, you've got a really cool project. Here's 100,000. Here's 100,000. Here's 100 million. You're not just giving people money and walking away and expecting, oh, they're going to get, the market's going to decide. You're not doing that, is what I'm getting at. And I feel like it's important for everybody to figure out what they're going to do so that they understand the risk. Because what happens is a lot of people dump money into the market and then shit hits the fan and like, wow, I lost a lot of money. Well, but and it's like a shock to them and they get mad, they get emotional. There's all these issues, but it's like, if you go into it and know, like, I have the opportunity to potentially lose $100,000 and it's not going to hurt as bad. And you're fully aware, you're cognitive of what's happening. Is all.
Yeah, no, I do go in, the VC plan is very different, right? Well, if you're doing it right, it's like, oh my gosh, I fucking love Jason. I love his team. I think what they're doing is awesome. And you go like, if he wins, it can be the most incredible thing in the world. And you literally go, if he loses, he loses, but we tried something epic, right? And you do that times 40 companies and you go, the few that hopefully win are what pay back the rest, and then a lot more, right? So that's kind of how the VC approach is you kind of back people you love with great plans. And
here's how the normal person approach works, right? You put your money in and you fucking pray, because half the time people get caught up like listening to the wrong people. No, and I'm being real honest, Wendy. I know you got something to say, but let me throw this out there. I'm like the most normal investor that started in this space, right? When I started, I had $0. I started in this space with just effort, energy, crypto channel, saying shit online. If you say enough things online, people will pay you for it regardless, right? So my whole thought is when you're in the crypto space, try to kind of start with little by little projects that are the bigger whales, right? The bigger projects, the ones that feel like they're going to be here in 3 to 5, 10 years. If you're going to put any money in anything, for me right now, I feel super overexposed in the NFT space, but all of my buys are Yuga Labs, Bored Ape. So I'm 100% into that. As the market's collapsing, I have tremendous anxiety as my friends are sending me messages asking me, am I all right? How am I doing? The market's collapsing. Are you okay? And I think to myself, I came into this space with an idea of what I wanted to invest and in a company that I believed in. Now, how the market acts is not going to affect how I trade within that market right now, right? Because I think Yuga Labs has potential to create amazing, gigantic metaverse experiences for us. And I'm not going to let the panic right now in front of me keep me from holding these things. Now, don't I wish I would have bought at a cheaper price? Hell yeah, sure. But we can't time the market. What I do know is I had a game plan and I have an exit plan. Just to Wendy's point earlier is I'm looking at this with an entry and exit opportunity already in my mind. When I hit a number, I'm out. I don't give a shit. I'm out. That's it. Because I'm not in the NFT crypto space to collect pictures and digital assets forever. I want to turn that into houses, freedom, financial opportunities for my family. That's the reality of what we're looking for in this space. So it gets a little convoluted when you see all these people posting like, oh, I made $1 million or I lost $4 million, or that's not normal. And we have to remember that because it gets kind of crazy in this space really fast to think like, oh, I lost $40,000 today. That's not a normal sentence.
I'd explained to my son one time when he sold some NFTs, I was like, dude, when I was 16 years old, I would deliver auto parts for like 3 months to make the amount of money you made selling your fucking Lego NFT. Like, just remember that. Like the amount of work I had to do to make that amount of money, it would take me months. Like,
I was telling people about your kid because of his ENS drop, because of that airdrop, because that's a new reality for a lot of people is you were teaching your child about a new technology while having fun teaching him about something really cool. A random airdrop happened with ENS token, and all of a sudden, bam, your child has more money in his MetaMask account than most adults do in their savings. That's kind of a surreal experience in this space, you know? So I admire that, man. And I think that's kind of cool, but I'm also a little jealous because like, damn, I wish.
Yeah. I mean, only because I didn't let him flip it into Robux, because he literally did the research and he's like, I found this website where you can take Ethereum and buy a gift card for Robux. And I was like, dude, no.
I love it.
Do it. I should have let him as a lesson, but he wouldn't have cared. It would have been, the lesson would have gone the wrong way at this point. He would have been stoked. And so, but yeah, it's, David Rankin, his daughter holds a World of Women. Dude, my daughter forced me to buy way more World of Women than I was comfortable buying at the moment. We sold 2 of them. Now she's in the green big time. And so she actually, from that point on, I made her come into the room, sit on my lap, and make the decisions on all NFT purchases. And I wanted to buy some NFTs. She told me were stupid and didn't let me buy. And she was right. So just saying.
Good for her. Good for her. But just what I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong way to invest. But my thing is like, I just want people to have a plan to where they actually understand. Because you have to remember, we weren't taught personal finance in school, in the public school system. And we should, and this is my argument for it. We should be taught public or personal finance and traditional financial, like basic TradFi in public school, is because you are required by law to get some sort of form of public education. That's a bare minimum. And the fact that we have to interact with TradFi and personal finance throughout our lives, like we learn history, we learn mathematics, we learn English, we learn how to write, read. Why can't that be something similar? That's just my point. But I just want people to understand, because this is my thing. Like, you could be the most normal investor ever and not be super well versed, and that's fine. My issue is that I want to see people writing these down, physically writing it down or physically typing it and being like, oh, okay. And so they can see, like, if I put $100 in and it goes to 1,000 and I don't sell and it goes it's negative $100, maybe like $50 or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Just so that they understand. That's just my gripe about it. It doesn't matter if it's NFTs or whatever. I just want people to understand what they're doing with their money.
You said something earlier that I thought was super important too. Was I didn't know the phrase you used, but essentially it's the free money, right? It's
Moonbag.
Yeah, okay, I like that. You make your initial investment. When you profit enough, you take your initial investment off the table, and then whatever you have, that's the free money that you get to play with. And I don't think people oftentimes realize this enough. When you're looking up to influencers in the space, they're playing with that house money at this point. In most cases, is what I was going to say, because that is a habit a lot of people have. Then there's your ballers, your extremists, whatever. But for me, I've started doing that since day one and preaching that, because that's the way that if the market collapses, you don't have that anxiety. All right, I took my money off the table. The same way when I'm in Vegas gambling, like if I can take that, what I showed up to Vegas with, off the table, and I got house money, it feels better if you lose it.
Take that chip in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something a lot of people need to know is there's that, and then dollar cost averaging into any position or out of any position. That's super important. I don't think enough people remember the basics. And I know for myself, I struggle to know how to explain basics to people.
Yeah, but that moonbag strategy, that video I did that had 737,000 views. That's something I kind of talked about there. And then there's another video on TikTok. It's another one that went. It got 600,000 views.
What's the video called? Because somebody look it up and post it in the chat right now.
Let me pull it up for you guys. But I literally said I'm going to sell 60% of my crypto, and you can check the date. Like it's like what all the young kids say. This is bussin', no cap. It's literally there. Like it's
Jason said that to me earlier today.
I don't know what that means, dog. Don't lie. Also, by the way, I'm realizing now the blockchain and the booze part specifically, I don't drink rum. I'm turning the same hue as my background right now, so I apologize to anyone who's watching.
By the way, I opened the fridge and I got this thing that said peach margarita, and for some reason it looked like it was like, oh, it's got to be some low octane thing, but apparently it's supposed to be the equivalent of 2 shots of tequila and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm feeling it too. But
so hold on, you're not going to be in New York for NFT NYC. I'm not going to see you.
No, I don't think so. But all
right.
You know, I'll
right. So I'm going to throw this out.
Will maybe wear a Punk Ape Strong mask or do something fun because he does shit
I want
like
to
that.
throw this out for the fun of it, right? Just because anyone who's watching this specific video, if you find me in NYC NFT at any point and you say that you saw me on this video, I will give you a Boring Stone Genesis out of my own collection.
Boom.
Anyone. I don't give a shit if it's 1,000 people. I'll buy them all.
I'll do up to. You said 1,000 people.
I doubt it, but
1,000 of them. Like, I'll do that too. I've got quite a few.
Right, so if you find me, let me know.
Bobby in the chat says she's gonna find you. Hey everyone, I just shared Wendy's Moonbags video in the chat.
Yeah,
Kim
that
said
one.
boom,
That one is about when I was selling. But let me find. Oh my god, I can't. I have to keep coughing.
How dare you?
But I have another one on TikTok. I'm trying to pull it. But
Cool.
that's a Moonbag one. I posted that 4/26 of 2020.
Hey, we've got like 10 minutes left. I'm jumping in the questions. Just I got one question here. Wendy, are you buying into this dip yet? You buying the dip?
Oh yeah, no, the only thing I'm buying into the dip is Bitcoin. I got a limit order set at 30, 25, I believe 20, and I've got limits set all the way down to 10. And what I'm doing is I'm going to continue using my capital to deploy to buy as much Bitcoin as I can. I'm going to hold this for until we get super, super bullish, and I'm going to swing it. And then I'll have like 5 years where I don't have to work.
That's right. I love it. I just, my wife texted me a week ago or so because her friends, by the way, Jason, everyone's checking on you. Fuck my friends. Nobody texted me checking on me, but a few people texted my wife and were like, are you guys good? And my wife asked me, she's like, what's going on? And I was like, might be time to buy more. So we're good.
I got to say shout out to the community that takes care of the Hustle House, because I swear to God, My community.
You know
is
what
built
though?
on
It's because
empathy,
you're
dude.
that guy. You're always checking in on people.
And that's what I'm saying. We're built on empathy. So the fact that so many people in this time were reaching out saying, "Hey, are you okay?" That's really freaking cool. That means that they actually have concern for the well-being of people in this space, man. And I appreciate that.
You know, on a totally unrelated but sort of related note, David asked in the chat, "Where are Jason the Ape's pants?" And fucking David, I don't know what your
he's talking about the metaverse in this
Jason
one.
the Ape. Oh, those pants. Oh, you're right. Yeah, where's his pants?
You know, pants were more expensive, so the shirt was one price, pants were another price. We could not afford the pants.
If you got a long enough shirt, who needs pants?
We wanted to be Donald Duck sortish. Like we wanted to give a Donald Duck vibe, so that's what we went with.
I like it. You could actually no, I don't think you can on that particular character. It's a full body suit. It's kind of awesome.
I posted the YouTube one when I called for people they should consider taking profit on September 21st, and then I posted the TikTok about a moon bag on 4/21 of 2021.
Wendy, I want to let you know that our other partner in Boring Stone, Reaper, has offered to give your mutants a full body visual experience. So let's connect you guys so he can hook you up with that.
Okay, cool.
Can I be a part of the design process of coming up with ideas? I think that the mutant needs to have a microphone set up and a whole thing. Like it's got to be.
I normally don't share what my ape looks like because people are weird. They track your wallets and they do weird stuff. But I've shown it on my YouTube channel, but I think I have to show y'all because it's
yeah. You gotta show us. We'll do an unveiling on a future episode of Blockchain and Booze.
I'm with it.
I think
I can't wait to go to Ape Fest. By the way, guys, I will be there at opening night. So if anyone sees me, please say what's up. I'm very excited for the mystery guests, mystery performers. Last year, I was there with my girlfriend, and Beck was performing the opening as we were at the bar, and we're like, "Wait, Beck is opening right now? What the fuck? This is crazy!" It's gonna be wild. I look forward to it.
That's absolutely bonkers. I think it's really funny, but I think it'll be crazy to see what happens on the multiple days, who shows up, what happens when you have that kind of budget and this kind of community. I think you could do some crazy stuff. So I would assume there's going to be some really funny and crazy drops that day. Shit, Coop, that's really cool what you just shared. Okay, we got a few minutes. Hold on, let me see if I got any. Okay, that's a good question actually, because I before we even went on, I discussed waking up this morning, having a bunch of work phone calls, not even checking the crypto markets. But Coop actually is asking Wendy, what's your morning routine crypto wise? Like, what's the first thing you do?
So the first thing I do, I try to promise myself not to check my phone, because checking your phone is just not good for your mental health and for your, because waking up in the morning, it's a very special time. I feel like it's a blessing that we all get to wake up with all of our body facility, our body working properly, we're breathing, we can see, we can move, all those cool things. But I check my phone, I check prices right away. And then I go make my coffee. Well, actually I go and kiss my baby. Then I go make my coffee. Well, I'll wash my face, brush my teeth. When I go making my coffee, I do a 3 to 6 minute workout that Mark Moss recommended. He's it's good to do a little bit jumping jacks, whatever.
Mark Moss is he looks like a bodyguard though too. So he's
literally the nicest person ever. I'm so thankful to be his friend.
I haven't seen him because I only see him in real life events. So I need to reach out.
Yeah. And then I go kiss my baby again. I drink my coffee, and then I start prepping for news, and I start looking at the markets. I see if I want to take a trade or not. I see, and then I start listing my stuff. I do some manifesting and gratitude stuff, and then I start grinding for the day. And then I work generally till 5 o'clock. I'm literally up at 4 to working from 4 to 5.
Dang. So you wake up crazy early. Because you're trading, you're doing
sometimes I've slowed down a little bit with trading, but it's if I see opportunity, I'm
yeah. But if you're waking up at 4 on the West Coast, that's 7 on the East Coast. So it's part of the game. You kind of have to wake up early. And I hate to say this, but I have to take my 1 or 2 o'clock a nap now that I'm an old man. because I do the same thing. I wake up
I'm
at
jealous.
4 or 5 every morning to do trading and to figure out where the game is for the day. But by the middle of the day, when the market closes, I'm beat. And I know it sounds funny, but like your mental energy does consume a lot of your energy, regardless if you're moving physically or not.
Uh-huh.
No, it's true. I think actually when you wake up early and you're not used to waking up early, your body totally screws with you too. Like I don't really eat, right? Like I get yelled at by my family because it's like 1 o'clock and they're like, "What did you eat today?" Like, and it's usually like I had a few cups of coffee, but that's it. And so what's crazy though is if I wake up at like 5 or 6, like earlier than normal, like by like 8 a.m. I'm like starving. And it doesn't make any sense. Like your body's not used to it, but you start doing weird things with your rhythm and it totally screws you up.
It's good to wake up and and just to kind of ground yourself. Sometimes I walk outside barefoot. I'll do cartwheels in the front yard. My neighbors probably think I'm insane, which is not really fake news. Everybody kind of knows I'm a little bit crazy, but that's what makes me me. And that's what makes me successful, I guess.
No, that's good though. I think though, I don't know about you guys, and like Jason, you say dyeing your hair pink, doing your thing. Wendy, you're comfortable with this. I think one of the great things about our space and everyone being so diverse, and for lack of a better term, right, is like we're a bunch of weirdos, misfits and weirdos in the crypto space, right? And I think more and more I realize like I'm more comfortable in my own skin being just however the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, like in front of people, by myself, like at events. Like I did have this feeling because I will tell you that I've gone periods of time where I speak in front of large audiences and I've done all these things in front of groups of people and done our events and done all the things. And then crypto, or not crypto, but the COVID craziness happened, right? And I didn't do those real life events for a really long time. And in the past, there were times like when my last startup failed, where I went like, let's say a year without speaking in front of a crowd. And I remember like having anxiety speaking in front of a crowd after not doing it for a long time. And then I did this last trip that was 2 weeks long. And somebody mentioned to me, I didn't even think about it, but somebody mentioned to me, like, you're so natural up on stage. You're in front of hundreds of people. And like, you didn't look nervous at all. And I was like, at this point, like I've done the weirdest shit in front of so many people. And in my mind, also real life audiences aren't really real life because we do shit on the internet in front of, you just mentioned, Wendy, that you had hundreds of thousands of views on your YouTube video, right? Like one particular video. You doing a cartwheel in your front yard and like 4 people seeing it, that's fucking nothing, right? Like we do crazier, weirder things in front of millions of people because we do them on the internet. And once you kind of rationalize that in your brain, I think you're more comfortable being yourself, and it's probably healthier long term. I don't know. Like I do the silly punk ape strong shit, right? But I've like never played my guitar actually in front of a group of people before.
All right. Listen. The number one you said earlier. What's the wild, crazy thing that you do for your conference? Punk ape strong debuts. Let's go. Let's see it. You and your guitar. Maybe we figure out how to get a silhouette of your ape in front of you.
Hologram.
You know what I mean? But like that could be a beautiful opportunity for your first performance.
So IRL, like actually play it in real life.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Dude, okay, you're pretty phenomenal, and like maybe you don't give yourself enough credit for it, but your songs are funny, you're talented. Do it.
Here's what we should do. I think we need to do one of the nights. Well, we're going to have like the opening party and different parties and things like that. But we talked about like there should be like a Boring Stone, like midday fucking karaoke break or something crazy.
Yes.
Let's do something weird, right?
Can we do fuck it. You get breakout media rooms, right? For the conference. Have a one for karaoke.
Just all day long.
I swear to God, at the conference, one of the media breakout rooms is a karaoke room, and people could be the fuck around room where people go hang out. There's karaoke, and they can either do karaoke. There's like they've got a little mini bar in there. They can
Shots
have like
provided by
maybe have a
Stone.
punching bag in there.
Shots
People
provided by Premium Spirits. Sailor
Yeah.
Gary's gonna be pouring
Yeah.
shots all day long.
Maybe there could be a punching bag in there, like all kinds of
Oh.
it could be like a breakout. Well, I pitched an idea to I forget who it was, but somebody there, because I want the self-care lab to have a little booth there to talk about mental health. I think that would actually be really cool.
100%.
To have her there, just so she could, shill her nonprofit, which is, utilizing.
She's the one that you shared in the past that does the boxing and all that.
Yeah, we just finally found a build. Well, please, it's a long story. I'll have to come back and talk. But I would love to get her representation where she can go and she can kind of shill her charity, her nonprofit, how we use boxing as a form of mental health. But like to have her there, that'd be cool. So people, if they could go up and talk to her and whatever. But that'd be like in this little breakout room. It could be just like a bunch of fun shit, like karaoke, maybe like a punching bag, some drinks. Maybe a photo booth so people could take pictures and dress up in weird things. And then the little, like obviously your little stage, like it could be we could make it into like a mini dive bar without making it into a mini dive.
We can make the ape. Let's make the ape tiki bar. Also, guys,
Yes!
I love you. I have to go right now.
No, we're doing it. We're over time. So before we go, one quick thing. I want both of you we're gonna have to bring you guys back. Okay, post NYC, especially if you go, Wendy, we're gonna have to have you guys back and we'll do like a recap and you guys tell us all sorts of stories. But before we go, Jason, since you have to maybe go quicker, whatever, each of you give me a plug of where to follow you, where to go, tell the community where to go.
Follow Boring Stone. That is the most important thing for us right now. We're having a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of airdrops. I know people aren't loving the fact that the NFT world isn't as exciting as it may have been, but we're not going anywhere and we're still delivering a lot of fun art and growing our community. So we love you guys.
There'll be some IRL stuff at LA Blockchain Summit too.
Yeah, there's something to be said about how we started. We're doxxed. Alon and I are visible in this space for a very, very, very long time, and we have no intention of going anywhere. So enjoy hanging out with us. I love both of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really got to run. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Later. I read between the lines. He has to pee.
You can find me. I'm Crypto Wendy at everything. If somebody ever reaches out to you, like, how's your trading going? And they're pretending to be me, tell them to go fuck themselves. It's not me. I love y'all, but I can't reach out to you. But thanks for having me. And yeah.
Okay, wait. Your follow your YouTube channel, follow you on TikTok. Twitter,
probably the most important thing is my free newsletter, and I think you're subscribed to the free newsletter. My guys are good. I let them pick and choose what they get to write about, and they deliver really good stuff. It's all free information. But follow me on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Thanks for having me. I'm going to be taking over labs.
Thank you. Yes, 100%. And by the way, we've done this in the past, but if you want to do it again, you've probably already talked to Matt and whatever. But we should have a Crypto Wendy O booth, right, in the media space and all that. If you want that, or maybe you're just the MC of that room we just talked about.
Actually, okay. I know we have to go. Can I be the MC of that room? Like, I will moderate whatever panels you need. If you want me to, I have to speak, do something there. But if you want me to moderate, do fireside chats, MC anything, I really need to have the self-care lab get just a little booth. I would even share, like, if I get a booth, I'll share with them because I really think it's important that we do have somebody there representing mental health, considering what kind of market we're in. But I would love to be that would be like my room, like, and I could just make people totally degen in a professional way.
I love it. 100%. We're going to figure this out. We're going to do it. We're self-care lab booth should definitely be there. Maybe we do some kind of mental health awareness, something there, because I think that's important for our space.
Yeah.
And then
totally.
we should figure this out. One of the things we talked about was having like a Boring Stone stage. It's like the artists and the NFT people and all the like we said, the misfits and the weirdos. But what if there is a room that's like the karaoke room / there's random content.
Tiki bar.
You get anyone who
bar.
plays a musical instrument or makes music to come throughout the event. And basically from like noon till close, that room is open, right? Like maybe we have a bar there, but also we might have to get weird. I shouldn't say it out loud and in public, but the convention center has weird rules that we're going to have to probably figure out how to break to make it extra fun. And I think we have a plan for that too. So.
We totally do. I will smooze anybody to get this to happen. Okay.
We're doing it. That would be epic. Okay. All right. I love it. Yeah, Brian said we need to have a concert. There's going to be multiple people. I know Spotty Wi-Fi too, who's been on the show, said he wants to do some stuff at the event. We were talking to a bunch of people. I'm not going to say who quite yet, but there's going to be some fun stuff. All right, cool. Awesome. Wendy, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
I'm stoked that you joined. We'll do some follow-up soon, and I'm stoked. I'm just stoked that like real life event again. LA, we're gonna do a full-on LA blockchain week again. It's gonna be epic. You know, I can't wait. I was telling I don't know. I shouldn't say who. One sort of LA celebrity-ish dude that I hung out with at VCon. I kept pointing at him and going, "LA is our city," and he was doing the same thing back at me. He was like, "We got to do something big." So there's going to be some awesome stuff. So,
and I'm going to be all in the business because my city. Anyways, love you guys. Make sure to support Alon and everything he does. You guys, Wendy O is out.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.